guys, hey, it's Steve here, day one, road report number one. It's been one hell of a day so far. I'll get into detail a little bit later, but let's just say that I got lost in downtown Nuevo Laredo twice, not once, but twice. Nothing dangerous there. Made it all the way inside Mexico, got turned around about 17 miles after the border because my paperwork wasn't right. Had to go back to the border. Immigration office, wait in line about 3-4 hours. It's been absolutely crazy, but all that shit is taken care of, it's figured out. I'm done, I'm on the road, and about 90 miles north of Monterrey right now, so I'm get some gas in Monterrey, and then continue on down south toward Tampico. I'm way behind schedule, but at least I had some padding in there. I think I'll probably make it about 6:30 or 7, where I'm staying in a town called Aldama, north of Tampico. I'm supposed to be there around 2:30, but yeah, I lost about 4 hours in there. So, all right, I will get back to you with further updates. Until then,
okay. Now, since I was supposed to be in Aldama or Tampico by this time, or much earlier than this, you're probably wondering why I'm here near Monterrey, only a couple hours south of the border. Good question. Where to begin? I think after my last video I had covered the snafu. Oh, you know what? Let's just start at the beginning. I go across the border early, get waved through, everything's good, and about 18 miles into Mexico, I'm going to set this down for a second, but about 18 miles into Mexico, there's a checkpoint. I get to the checkpoint, my paperwork is not complete, it's not right, they won't let me through. They turn me to go back all the way to the border. So I'm going back through Nuevo Laredo. I get lost, completely lost. I miss my turn, I end up taking all these weird little side streets, and it got a little hairy for a little bit, but I made it back. Get back across the border, and it turns out that I was supposed to be on the Mexican side to begin with, so I had to get turned back around in all the traffic. I had a couple of guys washing my windows, tipped them a couple bucks. They held up traffic, I got back around, and some dude with no arm showed me the way that I need to go back under the bridge. I get there, and there's like a 3-hour wait for the paperwork. Normally that would just be a pain in the ass, however, it's Mexico and it's hot, and I got Winston with me. So as I in line trying to figure out what the heck to do, because I can't leave him in the car more than 10 or 15 minutes at most, there's an American woman standing behind me who's married to a Mexican guy. Their 2 kids are over in the corner. So I bribed the 2 kids with $10 each to watch the dog while I stayed in line. One was 13, one was 12. They had dogs. It's the only shot I had at making it across the border today. So 2.5 hours in line, they watched the dog outside the whole bucks. I gave them 20 bucks. I'm out, I'm on my way. Get past the checkpoint. I stop at a Pemex, one of the gas stations here. And I had to pull out cash out of the ATM because you can only pay the toll roads with cash. They don't take cards. Easy money, 1,500 pesos out, I'm on my way. I get to the end of my tank of gas in Monterrey after driving around forever. I get lost in Monterrey. Garmin or no Garmin, that place is messed up. The traffic sucks, the taxi cabs are horrible, the drivers are insane, the streets have no rhyme or reason whatsoever. There are U-turns going above and beyond. It is ludicrous. Ludicrous. Monterrey city planners, if you're listening to this, you're insane. Okay, so I finally get out of the mess. I get back on the road. I think I'm going where I need to go. I stop in to get some gas because I'm almost out. My bank card is gone. My debit card, everything gone. I have no clue. Nothing. So, long story short, which is already impossible, I ended up going to a bank, called my bank, canceled my card, went to a bank to have a friend of mine, Western Union, me some money, which he did. Express, supposed to be there in minutes. I thought, okay, great. I called up a guy that I know in Tulum, get his address, gonna have my bank card overnighted from Las Vegas to Tulum. I figure I have the cash now, I'll have to get on my road. They show this in their system, but they can't pull it out. So I wait at the bank for another couple hours and can't get it. So the guy that's been helping me at the bank, he starts motioning me, he doesn't speak English. Come on, come on, come on, vamos, vamos, vamos. We go out. He wanted me to ride with him, but I got Winston in the car with the air conditioner running. And so I told him I'd follow him, and he starts bringing me down all these weird little side streets, tiny, tiny, tiny little alleys. Crisscross all over the place. I'm totally lost, and I thought, you know what, this is going to be the end of me. He's just going to hem me up someplace, but call his buddies, and that'll be it for Steve. But found a Western Union in the shadiest place I've ever seen in my life. All the other Western Unions were open. This one stays open past 3. And after a long going back and forth, thank God he was there to kind of translate it through a little bit of English. She knew none. I finally got my money. Then he's like, follow me, follow me, follow me. And he takes me up to this big thing where there's this big party going on tonight. They have a party tonight. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's a huge town gathering with live bands and dinner and cervezas and you name it. So shows me where that is. He told me to point to a good cheap hotel where they take the dog. So I am in this hotel. That's how I ended up here. And I'm gonna grab a little rest because today has been absolutely trying. And then Winston and I are gonna walk up to this huge community party and have a few beers and some tacos and some homemade food and stuff like that. So I'll bring some footage from the party too. We'll tack it on to the end of this little video. All right, so that's me signing off, and I will talk to you soon.